Day 44 out of 100 videos, 100-day series. So back at you, another video, another day, obviously, because I just said that. But I have a bit of a cool one planned for you guys today. I want to talk about a little bit of a content plan, a promo calendar, and stuff like that. So to add a little bit of context, we have a core client who's been kind of working on getting their offer together. They've been kind of working on putting together and packaging up their profit PDF. We use a lot of Google Docs to close all our sales, so we've been helping them go back and forth and start writing their actual offer document. And now the natural next step is how to get this offer in people's hands and start selling products. So shameless plug, right? We are looking for a couple people in the month of May, and obviously we do open this up every month, that want personalized help, personalized implementation, as I'm breaking down today, because I literally wrote them a content plan to follow, and we just helped them write their offer, right? So if you want help, personalized implementation, actual support and help tailored to you and your business, your goals, doesn't matter what you're selling, what type of business you're operating, we'll personally help you every step of the way. Give me a shout, shoot me a DM. We can chat about that. And if not, let's dive right into the actual plan that I wrote them as far as content. So here we go. Quick fire content plan to sell more offers, get more attention, and bring in lead flow. So a couple quick notes before we dive in. The offer, what we're selling, needs to be in place prior, at least to follow the 21-day rigid content framework to actually start selling offers. The reason we start with the offer, because we can work backwards from that. We can start creating content from that lens. We can start getting people in our audience ready for the actual offer. But we have to have this in place before we actually start running a promotion. Okay, it's like kind of we have to create the offer, the thing we're actually selling, if we actually want to turn around and cast a wide net of attention around it. 21 days minimum. Okay, this is a 21-day promotion cycle minimum, especially if you've never done this. Could be even longer if we're being honest. This is a big part of it. And the reason we tell a lot of our coaching clients this is because a lot of people want to sell offers. They want to launch things. They want to launch products, and they'll post about it 3 or 4 times, and then, oh, it didn't work, and then they'll do the next thing, right? We need to give our audience more time to actually get acclimated to what we're doing, right? If you run a little 3-day promotion, you post 3 or 4 times, and then you close it out. Some of the people in your audience aren't even going to know that you did that thing because you didn't give yourself a big enough window, a long enough runway. So that's just something to be aware of. I wouldn't start the 21-day flow until you found an angle that is already hitting with your audience. So this will make more sense, but this is also another problem that people shoot themselves in the foot. And we've seen this with some of our core clients too, where, hey, we tell them a 21-day cycle, but they'll start the 21-day cycle today, like hard fast. Like, I'm going to create this product on day 21. Okay. And then they'll just go like this. Versus if we can find the angle with our audience, like, post a few pieces of content like this, okay, and then this piece of content's hitting with my audience, I'm going to start the 21 days here and then launch my product back here. Okay, so giving yourself even a little bit longer of a runway on the front to get the attention, get the awareness, see what your audience fucking wants, and then start the 21 days. I think everybody's like in a rush to make his money as fast as possible, and like, we got to slow down, okay? And as I mentioned here, don't start the cycle swinging with deadlines or anything like that, because you could end up shooting yourself in the foot if you're not already creating content. You're not already getting a lot of people that are like raising their hands on your stuff. Okay, so you can go limited spots. You can definitely do that in the beginning. Like, for example, hey, we're looking for 3 people in the month of May that want to hang out in our coaching program. That's an example of me going spot specific versus, hey, this thing closes down on Monday. Okay, so the reason we're doing that is because if we come out of the gate drawing the line in the sand, like, hey, this thing goes away on, in 21 days exactly, and then we can't figure out an angle that gets our audience to move in that 21 days, it's like, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. So we can always stretch the horizon, the deadline, back further if we're not committing to that right in the beginning. So it's something to think about. Okay, nuances. This is how we kick off all of our promotions, all of our product launches. We have been doing this on repeat for years. We kick things off with an anchor post, a free training that we can leverage the first half of the promo, right? So we'll seed this training, this free thing, this thing of high value, and we will make offers throughout that training. And then best case scenario, we sell off the back of it immediately, and then that fuels the content that we just created, or that we're going to create throughout the promo, right? Think of something, and these can be different things, but this is our process that we've used for a really long time, and we suggest a lot of our students to use. It allows you to give goodwill, build value with your audience, and sell at the exact same time, versus just coming out of the gate like, hey, buy this thing, buy this thing, buy this thing for all this time, which, you know, is kind of annoying for your audience to consume. It's like, hey, who wants to get this tactic, get this strategy, learn this thing, have this breakthrough in business, and then you can naturally start getting exposure to your offers at the exact same time. So a couple ways that you can do this. Think of something adjacent to the offer, 3 steps out of 4. So for example, if your offer is step 4, what are the 3 things that your audience actually need? First, what would prime folks into needing the thing that you're selling? Okay, like, do they even understand what your business model is? Do they even understand what you do, how you do things, what's the model? Okay, we need to make it a point to give that to the audience, otherwise they're not going to buy, right? Okay, if we're giving info on the training, we can't use more of the same info to sell. Like, this is a big part of it too. Like, if I give you 22 videos around group growth and monetization, and then I'm selling you 22 videos around group growth and monetization, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I would not want to move forward. We need to look at a different angle or a nuance to actually get your audience to move and buy the product. Is there support? Is there coaching and implementation? Is the first training like 30,000 foot overview, kind of broad? Hey, this is the overall thing. This is what you're doing. This is the plan, but you're not diving step by step. But we can't sell step by step, right? We can't give them step by step in the free training and then sell more of that. It's just not a compelling thing to get your audience to move. The natural thing is like, why would your audience is going to feel like they don't need to come make that purchase because they already have the thing that you're trying to sell them, right? It's like somebody who's live on TikTok every single day trying to sell coaching and mentorship. Like, your audience already feels like they're getting coaching and mentorship because they can come and ask you any question they want every day on your live, right? They're not going to feel like they need that because they are already feeling like they get that from you, right? So we have to, and I'm not saying to go create problems in people's business or whatever, but we need to look at a compelling angle to get your audience to move. What's the distinction from the free and the paid? Okay. And there's no right or wrong answer. Goal, get as much attention and awareness as you can, eyeballs to your content, seed them through some form of evergreen value, live video, replay, aggressive invitations, PDF to buy on the tail end. This is in 3 steps how we do all of our offers, right? We just recently did this with an affiliate offer. We've done this with our own courses, our own programs. We've helped our clients do this with their own courses, their own programs. And this is exactly what we do. Okay, so let's dive into, I'm not going to run through all of these verbatim because it's a lot of things here. Okay, pre-promotion content. These can be used pre-21 day cycle to try to find an angle to get your audience used to seeing you and testing out and teasing around what's to come, right? This can be short form, this can be written, this can be profile, this can be group content. The more places that you start creating content from, the easier it is going to be during a promotion. Okay, so I'm going to cover some of the big ones. Okay, who you are, what you do for work, online, life, ethics, morals, motivators. Okay, your journey is entrepreneurship as a whole. Like, why did you become an entrepreneur? Why are you doing this? Online, offline successes. What does your current process look like? What are you actually doing? And like, I think a lot of people get hung up on like, I don't have a process. Like, what are you doing every day? When you wake up, you get on your computer and you do some work. Well, what are you doing? That's your process. It doesn't have to be this crazy thing, okay? Have you made money with it? How much? If not, are you a part of a community or ecosystem that is making money? Okay, there's so many people that have never made sales that talk about their community sales. Works just as well. And then just kind of like this, what does your current day process look like? Okay. How is it what you do now different from other endeavors you've done in the past? That's kind of only relevant if you have already done things in the past. But the reason we're doing this is because we want to kind of draw lines in the sand or talk about this versus that. You don't have to go publicly name anything. But if you can talk about, hey, I was involved in this, I didn't like the way it felt, and now I'm doing this process, and this is why I'm doing it, like, it just creates this really cool polarization and enticing effect, right? Why did you leave certain stages? Stop doing certain things, right? Like we do this all the time. Why did we stop doing sales calls? Why did we stop adding random friends? Why did we stop doing cold DMs? Okay. Okay. If you have made money, what kind of products have you made money with? Right? Doesn't have to be specific to your product. Could be lots of different things. What are some tips and tricks that you wish you would have known before you got started? Okay. What are the ingredients to making money online? What do they need? Like, what does somebody actually need to do? Like, this is a big part that a lot of people miss. Like, hey, you can make $10,000 a month, but like, okay, but what's the person actually going to be doing? Are they going to be getting on camera? Are they not going to be getting on camera? Are they going to be creating content on Instagram, TikTok? Are they going to build a group? Like, there's so many different angles that we can leverage, right? If you have a product that you're selling, that's why we mentioned in the beginning too. If you have the offer, work backwards. Pick one or two little things inside of the program and turn around and create content about it. Right? If this training has an entire vault around faceless content creation, then fucking go talk about that in your content. If that post gets 30 comments on it, then you know that's an angle you want to lean into with the training, with the promo, with the offer, etc. Okay, and you can also do this with your own products. I'm just making an example. What's coming in your training, private support systems or affiliate offer, what's actually in it? Okay? What will part 1 help them with? What will part 2 help them with? What will part 3 help them with? Etc., etc. Like what is the thing actually going to help them do, and where's it going to help them go? Okay? What are some things that are already in your group that are of value? What are some things you're planning on putting in there? What's the motivator behind starting an online business? You have a job, you have a family, you're living a dream life. Like, why? What's the main reason? Okay. This is a big part too. Like, why? Adjacent topics related to group juice bundle training, or a training that you're a part of. Okay. Like, this is a big part of it. If you have a product to sell, you have an offer, you have an affiliate offer, you have your own products. Like, as I just mentioned, take one process in that program, the product you're a part of, and start front loading content with that. Okay. Right, the biggest part of this is we need to get some consistent, and then we need to start like teasing at angles, finding angles that's going to hit with your audience, find out what they're currently struggling with, the major objections they're giving you, etc., etc. That's the point of creating all of this type of content, and we can utilize this and fuel a promo content calendar, which is what we're going to roll into now. Okay, promotional content. It's not really any different than regular content, but this is kind of a rigid flow to follow as far as launching an offer, putting a product to market, running an affiliate product, right? So 21 to 30 day promotion. Okay, as I mentioned, bare minimum. If you're a brand new beginner, I would not do anything lit. If you've never done a promotion, let me rephrase that. If you've never done a promo before, I would do nothing less than 21 days. And within that 21 days, you are going to be posting a lot of fucking content. Okay. Promos are stressful. There's a lot that go into them. They are not just like you post about something one time and it's good to go. Like in a 21-day promo cycle, you're probably posting 40 times minimum. Okay. There's a lot that goes into them. They're not just, you post and it's good to go. Okay. First half, high value. This thing is coming, but still giving the goods to your audience. The rules of where to post go out the window in a promo. Capitalize on everywhere you have attention. Okay, every post will have a CTA, prompt for some type of engagement, so you can start combos. Start the promo with a vague on when this thing is hammering, but hammer limited spots, as I mentioned in the beginning. The reality of it is like, even if you're creating content, like your DMs need to be aggressive with offer invitations. That's the point of a promotion, getting this offer in as many fucking people's hands as you can. Get as many no's as you can, because it's not going to be every person's going to be like, yeah, this is great, I want to buy it. Realistically, you're going to get a lot of resistance, which is why we want content to lift up a lot of the weight for us. So, first 3 to 7 days, dopamine heavy attention around anchor post, the free training, the live video, the thing that I was talking about, / the free training that's coming. Okay. 2-step color block lead gen piece of content related to what you're going to be revealing in your anchor post. Okay. I'm using this content to build attention and awareness to this training that I'm going to drop here for people. Okay. your unique model, what you do now, how you do it, and how it's perfect for someone just looking to get started. It's kind of only relevant to someone in online business, obviously, because I tailor-made this plan to someone in our coaching program around their content plan. Again, if you want us to do this for you, give me a shout. Free training, anchor post push. What you will be revealing / is it a unique opportunity for X folks? We'll help them get to. Okay, make it about them. What are they going to get out of coming and hanging out with you on a free thing? Okay, number 4, result. Reinforce you know your shit. You've been in the game and done various things and have been around the block. Step into it. This is like, if you've been in this space for a while, fucking lean into it. If you've created a piece of content, if you've done 1,000 leads, if you've done 1,000 followers, if you've built a group, like you have, every single one of you have things that you could talk about and leverage as a result. Because to somebody that isn't doing that, that's fucking what they want to do. Or everybody's like, oh, I'm not a leader, or I'm not qualified enough to talk about that. And it's like, just talk about the shit that you have done. Now the problem becomes, I don't have anything I go talk about. Well, then go do more shit. Cliche, but it's just a real thing. Okay. 24-hour call out, free training / anchor post push. Okay. The ultimate goal in this first 3 to 7 days is to get as much attention, as much lead flow, as much awareness around this free training that's coming. Right. So the anchor post, live training, pre-recorded, written, doesn't matter. This is the 2 main ways we could go. Offer-centric breakdown, what's inside, what's the game plan, what you're looking to do with a handful of people, or value training, breaking down the model that you want to help people deploy. What it is, how does it work, show them what you're currently do, plus invite them to do it together. Best case scenario, you can snag a sale off this, and you use it as fuel for the content in the following days. Okay? So that's the first 7 days of a promotion. Like there's first 3 to 7 days. Obviously, more than likely 7 days. And like if you notice, there's a lot that goes into that, right? It's not just like post once and they didn't buy, it's broken. Okay. Days 4 to 7 or 12 to 15. This depends on like what time horizons you put on them. Content loops, training refeed, value, proof of concept, and invites to either chat or catch the replay inside of the anchor post. Okay. Promise number 2. Additional promise. Additional outcome that you're looking to help a couple people accomplish, how you want to do it together, your unique process, what you're doing, how you're doing it. Invite people to either learn how to do the same together, or do it together. And then you can refeed them back to the anchor post. Proof of concept or result. What's something that you've either accomplished or someone you're in contact with has been able to accomplish since taking part in this thing. Or if you've made a sale via live anchor post, use that. How I turned a simple 60-minute live into a $1,000 sale, as an example, right? Talk about that. Break that down. Like I just said, use things that happen in business, go turn around and create them in business. I'm doing that very thing right now, right? I had a coaching client who wanted some clarity on content. So I wrote them a content plan for a promo. And now I'm utilizing the thing that I just did in business to give you guys value via YouTube, right? See what I'm doing there? 30K foot overview of the plan, the model, what you're looking to help a couple folks accomplish over the coming months. Why is it different from the other things you've tried / common things even in the market today? Objection handler, no time, reinforce how you've been able to do this in X, to do X, all while having a busy life. Dad, how do you find time? Okay, that's a big thing. I don't have time, I don't have money, etc. Like if you're getting a lot of objections in your sales processes, start including that in your content. Right? Lead gen, 2-step. Who missed the free training on XYZ? Okay, so that's week 2 of the promotion. Now we're into week 3. Okay, days 5 to 8 or 13 to 16, depending on which one you did. The promo pivot, more aggressive FOMO, deadlines, limited availability, similar content but more prominent on don't miss this. Okay, promise number 2. What is the unique thing that you are going to help folks with? Why is it different? How can we de-risk? I'll work with you until XYZ. It's a big part. And obviously don't lie in this piece, but like, hey, I'll work with you until you make your first sale online. Example. Objection handling, financial piece, dwarf / look, make the investment look smaller. All right. Instant access to the model that has generated X. Okay. What's the first thing you're going to help them work on? What's the first thing you're going to help them deploy? Right? Like if we can make the investment piece look smaller by something else, it's beneficial. Okay. Simplification of business. What will they be doing? What will be required if they want X result? Paint the fucking picture about what somebody is actually going to have to do if they want to generate X thing in life and business. Right? Tell them. Instead of just like, hey, content creation. Well, what is fucking content? Where are they creating content? How long is the content? Are they going to have to take pictures? Are they going to be doing videos? Like, all of it is relevant. The more specific you can be, the easier it is for you to actually sell people because they'll start to understand what you actually do. Okay. Lead gen question adjacent to what the product is going to help someone do. Raise of hands. Who would like to turn simple Facebook posts into XX online? Right. Building attention and awareness, getting hand raisers adjacent to your product. Okay. Next, offer post. You're looking for X folks that want to do X together. Piece 1, 2, 3, etc. This is a good example of this. Okay. Like, write an offer post. Hey, I'm looking for 3 people that want to join our coaching program by the end of May that want us to personally help them create their own offer, write their own content plan, and actually start consistently making sales via the plan that we create for them. That's an actual offer that I just made to you right now as an example. I could go turn that into a Facebook post. I could turn that into a school post. I just did it in a YouTube video. It's an example of me baking in a little piece of an offer, but like writing a piece of content purely designed to your offer, right? And if you notice, there isn't very many of these throughout the entire promotion because this is what everybody does. This is the standard that everybody does. Buy this product, I have this product, I have this program, I have this product, I have this program. That's all they do, okay? It can work, but your audience will burn out, okay? Next, audience call out. Who this will specifically help tackle beginners plus struggling to connect to the pieces. Next, why do you wish you would have had this when you were first starting? What could it have saved you from? Could have saved me years of struggle. Could have saved me XYZ. Could have saved me this money. Like, what would having the thing that you're trying to sell right now saved you from 6 months ago? All right, that's who you want to be speaking to, right? How this can be a game changer for folks who already have a business but aren't connecting all of the pieces. We've seen this happen a lot with our paid programs, right? Like people that already had offers, they were already involved in other things, they weren't getting any results. They come in and just like start shooting the lights out because of what we give them. So, and this person is promoting our offers, full transparency. So, last 72 hours, very aggressive push, multiple pieces of content, aggressive offer invites via DMs and countdown. Start pinning the offer doc in the comment section. 72 hours left to have me help you do XYZ. 48 hours left. What's going down in 40 hours? What are you going to help folks do? Okay. 36 hours. What's the end goal you're going to help folks accomplish inside of your program? 24 hours. Color block. Okay. 24 hours left to get access to ... Beef up the comment section around what you're looking to do with a select few folks. 12 hours left before X goes away. 6 hours left to save XXX on XXX. Final call, 60 minutes until this is gone. Right? This is a lot of content, and in this little promo calendar, you're posting a lot of content. But this is a personalized plan that we wrote for somebody around putting their offer in people's hands, and I've worked backwards from what they're actually selling and like wrote things that I would personally include in this content and how I would go about it. So that's all I got for you. Hopefully you got some value from me breaking down this tailor-made plan that we wrote for one of our coaching clients. And again, if you want us to have this do this for you, give me a shout. If not, I will see you into tomorrow's video. Bye.